Hello, good morning, guys. Today we are discussing about the recessive epistasis. In the previous lecture, we can see the dominant epistasis. In today's lecture, we are taking the example of coat color in mice. Recessive epistasis is different from the Mendelian dihybrid cross. In that, sometimes the recessive alleles of one gene locus mask the action or phenotypic expression of alleles of another gene locus. Okay, these types of epistasis is called as recessive epistasis. Means one gene which is recessive in pair masks the action of any other pair which is dominant, heterozygous, and recessive allele. The alleles of B express means other pair which is dominant itself when epistasis locus has dominant allele. Means in the second partner, means in the gene interaction we are taking the two genes which interact in such a way that their expression will be different. Okay, in recessive epistasis, second partner is dominant. It can express only when the first one is in heterozygous dominant or homozygous dominant condition. But if the first partner is recessive, means both genes are recessive, small a, then capital B in the second pair will not express itself. Okay, due to the recessive epistasis, the phenotypic ratio, that is 9:3 3:3 3:1, become modified to 9:3 3:4, which is different from the Mendelian dihybrid ratio. Okay, here we can see example coat color in mice. In mice, various types of epistasis interaction has been reported. Most of the interesting cases is of recessive epistasis in coat color. Means here are the mice which having the different types of hairs on their skins. Common house mouse occurs in the number of coat colors. They are classified into agouti, black, and albino. Here agouti colors means here is the agouti color having the black hairs with white patches. Black mouse is a totally black. Albino mouse is a totally white. Okay, here agouti color pattern is commonly occur one wild type which is having the brownish color here and is characterized by the color band having in which the part nearest the skin is gray. Means it having the body hair color at the tip, the grayish color here will be present, then yellow bands, and finally the distal part is either black or brown. When distal part is a black or brown, middle part is a yellowish, and upper part is a gray color. This is the identification characteristics of the agouti color mouse. The albino mouse lack totally in the pigments and his hair, white hairs and pink eyes. Albino mouse is those mouse which having only white hairs and pink eyes. When agouti and albino mice are two gene locus are found to be responsible for the coat color in mice. Agouti colored coat is dominant over the colorless and albino mice. Means agouti color is the dominant over colorless and albino mice. Agouti color is dominant to black and symbols used to capital A for agouti and small a for black. In heterozygous condition CA, allele gives the albino phenotype. Means we have defined the albino mouse. When the homozygous black, means having the capital C and small aa, is crossed with the homozygous albino, small cc and capital AA, all F1 progeny are agouti. Means agouti color having one capital C, one small c and one capital A and one small a. When the F1 agouti are selfed, means that agouti mice F1 generation are self each other, then F2 ratio will be found to be 9:3:4. Here we are taking the black mice and albino mice. In between their cross, we obtain the agouti mice in F1 generation. When F1 generation are crossed, we are obtain the ratio in 9:3:4. Here we can select the mice, agouti color mice, both having the same genotype. They are producing the gametes which are also same. When we are place the gamete in male and female pattern in Punnett checkerboard, we obtain the ratio is 9:3:4. When we can found that in checkerboard, when capital C and capital A are present, agouti color is present. When capital C only is present and so recessive partner is present, then black mice is formed. When capital C is absent, capital A is present, then albino mice is formed. In last case, here we can summarize the table. From the cross, it becomes apparent that two independent pairs of alleles, pairs of genes, that is CC and AA, have interact in the production of phenotypic triad in such a way that one dominant C produces its effect whether or not the second A is present. But the second A can produce its effect only in the presence of first. As the recessive CC marks the effect of A, the type of gene interaction is termed as recessive epistasis. Okay. So here we can found other example also. This type of recessive epistasis interaction also takes place in wings types in Drosophila. Okay, today we can stop here, and thanks for watching the video.